Greetings, friends, and welcome back to the channel. It's your Doughboy. Today we are taking a look at a one-bedroom villa at Animal Kingdom Lodge, Jumbo House. So come along as we show you how it looks inside and the view from the balcony, and let us know what you think. So if you're not familiar with Jumbo House, there are 6 levels when you walk into the lobby. On the 6th floor is actually the club level, so you would need specific access to get up to there. But all of the other floors, floor 1 through 5, has kind of like offshoots from the lobby that go down to more rooms. That go to the Savannah rooms or review and things like that. But the club level on the 6th floor, it only has those rooms right there at the lobby so that they can look down at the lobby. There's no like kind of like offshoots to any additional rooms. So that's what you're seeing here. You're seeing the 6th floor, and we'll just continue on. And there's really no difference. This is a one bedroom, but you can see that there's no difference between like club level and other one bedrooms. But here's the full kitchen with everything you would need. One thing to kind of note is that it does not have a Keurig, but I imagine those might be changed out with the refurbishment, possibly. But it is a little dark. You could tell it's a little dark. We have the balcony curtains open, but it's still kind of dark in there. One of the lights might not be on at the top, but it's still a little dark. All in all, though, it's still a good little area. It's got a door that leads to another room if you wanted to have that maybe for another family. But a little area there to store if you don't have that. And then just yeah, the full kitchen goes directly into like the dining room, living room area. Really love the way that they have this. I think with the refurbishments, they're not going to change a lot of this furniture, or that's not exactly true. A lot of the really nice wood furniture. It's still some of the stuff I've seen at Gadani has that. As we continue out to the balcony, one of the things I thought with club level was that they were all Savannah views, but I was totally wrong on that. So this is like more of a water view. Now there is a little bit of a Savannah you can see way, way out there. Can't see it so good in this video, but this is more like a roof view. There's like some stuff that's in the way, but thankfully it's a one bedroom, so it's pretty large. You can go down here and look out a little bit different of a view, but it's basically a water view. But it's not horrible. I just was a little disappointed because I thought they were all Savannah views, but it's still a pretty good view. You could see in here, and Amy sitting over on the couch, but this chair is a pull-out bed, and so is the sofa. So you can easily fit another 3 people in here, and that's why it's a 5-person room. So I really like that. I think that they're probably going to have the Murphy bed, and I'm not sure what they're going to do with the single, if they're going to put that under the TV. But I think that's usually how they kind of work things. But I do like, and that's where I just checked to see, make sure that the chair was actually a pull-out bed. I just reached down and looked at it, and then you're coming back here to where the bathroom and the bedroom is. You got the washer and dryer combo, as normal with DVC rooms. A really a really great bathroom. Great. I love the idea of the toilet being in its own room. That's always a huge plus. Love that. A little old on the shower. Still looks nice, but I did notice that the pressure wasn't always very good. You could almost like tell when other people in the shower, or when other people in the hotel were taking showers. Like sometimes the pressure would just get a little bit lower, but it wasn't too bad. But I hope they do kind of fix some of the oldness of that. You got some storage over here. We only stayed for one night, so there really wasn't a real need to unpack too much. The bedroom is kind of dark. You got the armoire here. Not sure what they're going to be doing with a lot of this furniture, if they're going to upgrade it, but it is a little dark in here. It gets a little bit better as I open up the balcony curtains, but it has a desk, for workspace and whatnot. So it's not too bad. I think what I had to end up doing with a couple of these things, I like to bring extension cords because even though they do have the USB ports and whatnot, I like to have a little bit more area to plug in, especially when you have like magic bands and cameras and a bunch of other stuff that you're doing. So it is nice to have that little bit extra. So that's it for the tour of the room. It's a good room. I do like the idea that it has a fan there. You could see right there the fan in the room. That's always a big plus. We like to bring some sort of a noise machine a lot of times, but having the fan there is helpful for sleeping, cooling it down a little bit as you're sleeping, and a little bit of noise. We didn't really hear much though, like coming from the lobby or anything like that, so that's good. Didn't hear anything at all from the pool outside. You can hear your neighbors pretty good, especially when you have those doors, those connecting doors within. So that's not the greatest thing, but it's not a it's not a deal breaker. So that's the one bedroom villa at Jumbo House in the club level section.